Affiliates. Happy Monday. It's me, Krystal. I'm checking in. If you're new here, my name is Krystal Phillips. I'm the founder of the brand KAPHILL. And on this channel, we talk about fashion, family, fun, and how I'm building KAPHILL into a $1 billion business. So let's get into it. So this isn't my normal post. I am in the middle of doing my morning routine whenever I get a chance to do it. And I'm sitting here and I'm thinking about like all the things that I want to happen in my life. And I'm thinking about like my relationship, my business, how I view things that come to me. And it just dawned on me. I don't know if it just dawned on me, but I am realizing how negative I am about things that I really want. In some ways, there is this underlying belief that things don't work out for me. And it's finally just been revealed to the forefront of my mind of like, oh, that's what it is. Like you think that things don't work out for me, when in actuality, things do work out for me. And there's also this underlying belief that I don't deserve the things that I truly want. I remember growing up and feeling like, oh, I never want a family. Oh, I could be a single mom. I watch my mom do it. Or, yeah, I don't like people. People get too close to me. People are weird. And I used to just like, oh, I'm just going to pick, choose, and refuse, talking to guys and all the things. And, you know, like even in work, like, yeah, I don't really want this little job. I want my business to work, but I wasn't putting in the work that I should, like how I'm doing now. I wasn't doing that in my early 20s. And I never thought it was like a self-worth thing. I thought it was just like, that's just who I am. And as I'm sitting here, I'm on this journey of healing, and I've been on this journey for a while, for about 7 years now. And I think this is probably the first year or so where I'm finally settled into my person, as I heard someone say, or settled into who I am. And I'm in a relationship that I feel happy about. We have our moments and we have our own issues and our own childhood trauma that we're working through that comes up in our relationship. And I realize that sometimes there are like little seeds of doubt that get planted in each other's mind, because I think we probably share some of the same wounds in terms of our worthiness. Do I know that's my person? He is my person. No one can tell me that Justin is not my person. I know it. God spoke it to me, and I believe that. I think there are times where I doubt if I deserve this type of relationship and this type of love. And the same thing with my business. Sometimes I doubt if I deserve to have a brand that is a luxury brand that has a certain price point. And I keep on toying with, oh, I'm going to lower the price, or I'm going to do this. And I also doubt like the happiness that I have. Like I am genuinely happy. Granted, let me just be real with y'all. I'm building a $1 billion business, but I don't have $1 billion. I don't have $1 million. I don't have $10,000. I don't have $5,000 right now. You know, like I don't have all the things that I used to tie to what made me happy. I'm just genuinely happy. I feel like I've gone through my own journey of therapy. I started therapy before I had my daughter. This is probably my 7th year in therapy. I've had 3 different therapists. No, more than 3. But one that was like for a very long period of time, for almost 5 years. And then I had a new lady who was great. We did role playing, and she suddenly quit the agency that I was working with. And now I have a new woman. She's a little older, and I feel so much more grounded and like so much better. And I thought I was going to go to therapy so I could understand why people don't like me or whatever. And I just really understood myself. I understood how I was reacting to people that didn't serve me and people who were trying to serve me, but I was just too fogged in my own trauma. I have found my confidence, and I think not only with therapy I found my confidence, I think in building this business and being in a relationship that I didn't run away from, that I'm happy in, that someone who is actually loving on me has built me up in so many ways, has made me a better mom, a better friend, a better partner, a better business person. I have someone that I can rely on, and I have an abandonment wound, right? That's my thing. Like I have a fear of abandonment, and someone who's been with me through the trenches from making a 6-figure salary, and within the first month of us even dating and talking to each other, me losing my job. And we've been together for 4 years. And that was in 2020. I met him at the top of the year. But I say all that to say that, like, you know, we put our trust in so many different things. And I put my trust in myself. I put my trust in other people, other people's words. And I haven't trusted what God says for me and about me. Like, I think God speaks to us through our intuition, through our gut feelings. And my gut is telling me that I am exactly where I should be, that God always has me, and what I want is what he wants for me. And if it's not, it's something better. And I have to continue to find and listen to his voice in order to grow and be in the space that I want, but also lean on him for my understanding of my worth. Upbringing can taint your mind of thinking of what you deserve and what you don't deserve, but God always says that you deserve the riches of this earth that he's going to provide. I don't have to work so hard. I feel like I've been working so hard to make things happen, and I realize that we're going through an apartment redecoration thing, because our plans have slightly shifted. And I realized that I have a thing where I rush to do everything. Like, if I doesn't get done, I feel like I'm not worthy of it. So I'm trying to take a step back and just breathe and be in it. And also, I am hosting a KAPHILL dinner, and I'm like, oh my God, am I going to get a sponsor for this dinner? Is any restaurant going to sponsor me? I'm getting nervous. And sorry guys, my mom called me. And I'm getting nervous about things happening for me. I'm thinking about, oh, is anyone going to buy my products? Am I going to get fully sponsored for this dinner? I really want to, push the brand. And I think I just got to take a step back. And I have removed all the crystals from my house. I watched a podcast the other day. I think it's Megan Renee's podcast. And one of the girls was saying, like, how we lean on so many outside things than God. Like, I bought crystals because one of my friends said she had bought crystals. I wasn't, like, charging them. I wasn't doing all the things, but I had them in my house. And I have just gotten to a place where I just want to release everything that is not of God and that is not the source, and move toward the source versus moving towards all these external things. And a lot of that is knowing and believing and having true faith. I joined a new church, and I found that, speaking the word to me in a practical way and like a more relatable way is what I resonate with. And I don't have to be in a space where, I'm clapping and I'm performing. I don't want to perform for anything anymore. But I just wanted to come on here and talk about just your worth and like what you deserve. And you deserve everything. You deserve all that God has for you. And I'm not going to preach and say you have to get into alignment and believe, because sometimes it's hard to believe. But I think if you just lean on God to give you that belief and give you that strength, and even if you don't believe, for him to have that extra push for you, so that you can get to a place where you start to see, like, yes, this is what I deserve, and you don't doubt it. I'm in a season of, I know what I deserve, but I'm afraid, and I don't want to be afraid anymore. I just want to lean into it and be okay with the timing of everything, right? Just because we know we deserve something doesn't mean everything's supposed to unfold in the same moment. And I'm learning that I want to rush things. Because that's also a part of me believing that I don't deserve the things that I'm working towards. So I just wanted to take a moment to come on here. It's not my regular post. Don't mind me. Granted, maybe I should start posting like this because this is me every day. Just know that you deserve everything. You deserve what your heart desires. And if it's not enough for God, he's going to give you more. Don't doubt who you are, where you are, what you're doing. Just keep moving towards your aligned path, and pray. I pray for everything. I ask God, is this the right move I'm supposed to make? Is this the right influence I'm supposed to work with? Is this the right restaurant? This is the right person. I remember speaking to God about my boyfriend. Like, is this the right person? If not, remove him. You've removed everyone else, remove him. And he hasn't, and he told me to wait. And I see why we have both waited for, in a way, with each other, of like growing together and spiritually maturing together and healing our wounds simultaneously through this relationship. And it's a beautiful thing. And I wish that I wish that people can experience this type of healing that God has bestowed upon us. And I'm just so thankful. I'm thankful for where I am in my life. I'm thankful for that supportive partner. I'm thankful for God for providing people in my life who have believed in my path and given me the strength to really work hard at it and not make excuses. I'm thankful for him removing me from all those hurtful things that I thought were like the bread and butter of my life. And he's just shown me that he's removed everything that I put my worth into, and I can still be happy. I had the money, I had, a nice car, I had every designer shoe, I had all the things, the trips, I had the things that I wanted, but I didn't have peace. And now I'm finally in the space where I'm getting towards peace, and I have peace. I'm not saying I don't. I think I have peace, and I have moments of doubt, but I have overall peace. And that's the key for me, knowing that I have that overall peace that surpasses my understanding. because this is how I should be stressed out. When my accounts was negative, or like, I'm just finally starting to bring money into my life after 3 or 4 years of not having any income, and every day figuring out, oh my gosh, how am I going to get this done? And he's slowly bringing in these blessings, and I just have to remind myself that I prayed for where I am now, and the next level I'm going to be at, I pray for that also. But there's levels, there's steps, there is this understanding that nothing worthwhile happens overnight, and you do have to go through the trial of it to fully appreciate it, to fully nurture it, and be a good steward over it. I don't want to be a poor steward over the things that God has for me, because I want to sustain them and I want to keep them. And when he tells me to let them go, that's when I want to let it go. I don't want to squander them. So I just take this time to say, reflect on your day and reflect on how you're approaching things. And people talk about manifesting. I pray and I believe. That's my form of manifesting. I'm going to pray that this month, all my goals, my dinner, the inventory, my free people order, all the things are going to happen, and the things I can control, I'm going to release. And I'm going to believe that God's going to take care of me. So I hope you guys have a fantastic week and enjoy your day. Bye.